Joseph Stalin, one of the most controversial figures of the 20th century, was born on December 18, 1878, in Gori, Georgia. His birth name was Yosef Vissarionovich Saakashvili. The man who would become a Soviet dictator came from humble beginnings in a peasant family. Stalin's early life was fraught with hardship. His father was an alcoholic and often abusive, while his mother was deeply religious and determined for Stalin to succeed. Stalin received a scholarship to attend a seminary in Tiflis, Tbilisi, but he became influenced by Marxist ideas and joined a secret revolutionary movement. Abandoning his religious education, Stalin fully immersed himself in revolutionary activities. He became a part of the Bolshevik faction of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party, led by Vladimir Lenin. Over the years, he was arrested multiple times and even exiled to Siberia during the Tsarist regime. After the February Revolution in 1917, Stalin returned to Petrograd and played a significant role in the October Revolution, which ultimately brought the Bolsheviks to power. He quickly climbed the ranks within the new Soviet government, becoming General Secretary of the Communist Party in 1922. Following Lenin's death in 1924, a power struggle ensued. Stalin adeptly navigated this political landscape, outmaneuvering his rivals such as Leon Trotsky. By the late 1920s, Stalin had solidified his control over the Communist Party and the Soviet state. Under Stalin's rule, the Soviet Union underwent rapid industrialization and collectivization. The first five-year plan, launched in 1928, aimed to transform the agrarian society into an industrial superpower. However, these changes came at a tremendous human cost, including widespread famine and forced labor camps known as gulags. Stalin's regime was marked by extensive political repression. The Great Purge, from 1936 to 1938, saw the execution and imprisonment of millions, including party members, military leaders, and ordinary citizens. Stalin's paranoia and quest for absolute power led to an atmosphere of fear and mistrust. During World War I, Stalin initially signed a non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany. However, when Hitler invaded the Soviet Union in 1941, Stalin became the leader of the Allied fight against the Axis powers on the Eastern Front. Despite suffering enormous losses, Soviet forces eventually played a crucial role in the defeat of Nazi Germany. After the war, Stalin's influence extended beyond Soviet borders, laying the groundwork for the Cold War. The establishment of Soviet control over Eastern Europe and the ideological conflict with Western powers led to decades of geopolitical tension. In the final years of his life, Stalin's health declined, and his paranoia grew even more intense. He died on March 5, 1953, leaving behind a legacy of rapid industrial and military development, but also of immense suffering and repression. His death marked the end of an era and led to a period of de-Stalinization under his successor, Nikita Khrushchev. Today, Joseph Stalin remains a deeply polarizing figure. Some view him as a pivotal leader who transformed the Soviet Union into a global superpower, while others remember him as a ruthless dictator responsible for the deaths of millions. His life and legacy continue to be subjects of intense debate and study.